What's your name?
Bro.
What's your story, man?
I don't really have a story, but I would like to share how I see the world and my perspective on it.
So what's your perspective? What do you see? Just be honest.
I feel like everybody has to go through a breaking point to really like find themselves, to really live their human experience the right way, to like their fullest extent. I don't think people live off of their emotional highs and lows. Like people wake up and if they're feeling bad that morning, like the whole day is ruined because they're bad.
Wow.
And if they're happy, or if they wake up on the right side of the bed, they choose all the decisions they make on how they're feeling that day. And I don't know, man. I just can't seem to.
So do you live a quite a neutral life? You don't feel any highs or lows?
I don't want to say that. Like, of course I'm human, so I can't. Sometimes, I'm not in control the whole time, but I try to when I speaking to people, having conversations and stuff. I try to really think like, what am I? Not all the time. I'm always dissecting the person, try to read, like understand if they're on my level of thinking or if they're, I don't know. I can't speak with everybody, I guess.
Do you feel like one of the hardest things for you to do is just really kind of trying to relate with some folks or some way? Thinking at that level, thinking at that different wavelength, as they say.
I don't. It definitely dehumanizes me. I'm very. It does make you less sympathetic, I guess.
Sympathetic.
Yeah.
So you don't feel for like if someone feels sad, it's just like, okay, why are you feeling sad? What is the purpose of you being sad?
I try to understand people because they're emotional. Clearly, if it's bothering them that bad, I try to cope with them. But here's what I'm saying. Most people don't know how to listen.
Okay.
They're always they hear to say something back. They don't really listen and understand. And I don't know.
So what can you say for people to listen? Like, what would you tell someone? Hey, listen.
First of all, you gotta have non-bias. Like I said, people always try to relate. Like if you come tell me something that you're going through, people automatically in their head try to be like, okay, let me think of something that I went through in the same situation just to say something back. But that's not what people really want, Like, they just want to be heard sometimes and understood. And so for that to happen, you gotta have non-bias. You cannot think of what you like or how you would see the situation. First of all, you can never put yourself in their shoes. You would not know what they're talking about. So all you can really do is assess the situation, understand, and tell them that you heard them.
And then once you listen, what do you do?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't really. You can't tell them what to do. I don't. I just tell them, unless they ask me. You gotta ask me. I don't tell people what to do. I don't tell them how to live their life. Like I said, a lot of people just want to be heard, because if they really wanted it bad enough, well, they would have been done something about it. When people come in, like, you really got to understand the situation like that. Like, take a whole step back. If something was bothering somebody that bad, like my dad used to say, if you're really that hungry, you would eat anything. Okay? If somebody's just coming telling you stuff, they just want to be heard. And if it was bothering them that bad enough, they wouldn't have done something. So that's how I look at it. It's like I guess I look at life like as a trainer. It's very harsh,
Do you feel like life is just like another video game?
Yeah, for sure. You play it like you can do whatever you want with it. And there's other people who've done it before. America is set up one way for you to think a certain way. Like, school is the way, and that's the way you have to go. Technically, that is a system. DCPS, it's a school system. It's like, that's how it's set up. Like, if you really look at it, like, Instagram has an algorithm. Everything has an algorithm. If you look at America as a machine, it's like an algorithm. That's the way you're set up to think. So it is set up for the 1%. It is set up for the rich. And we're technically pawns in a way. Not all of us. Some of us do make it out, but...
Do you think that anybody can be part of the 1% if they wanted to?
If they really wanted to. Because they have... The 1% shows how they do it. They do, a lot of them do put a lot of their human emotions aside. You know what I'm saying? And they push through their tiredness. They're consistent. Humans are not made to be consistent. The least inconsistent animal ever. We're nomads, technically. If you go back 2,000 years, like just look at it, our ancestors, we're nomads. We move around a lot. We can't be doing the same thing because we get bored, we get tired. We're always searching for that new emotional high, the happiness all the time. So, yeah.
About consistency, so you think that's key out of anything?
Of course, yes. As I was saying, the rich people, when they think, like, they don't let a lot of life's problems get in the way. They're like what you and I would have. They wouldn't see that as a big deal because in the big picture, it's not.
It's not a big, it's only a small issue to the big.
Like everyday little problems. Like a lot of people, like I said earlier, when they get up, okay, oh, they gotta get up, they're late for work, their girlfriend's feeling bad. Like they let all that affect them. But when you really take a step back, it's not that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody goes through that. Everybody has girlfriend problems. That's not the worst day, bro. There's people like kids in Syria and stuff. They're getting shot right now, bro. They haven't slept in weeks. So your problems are not the biggest problem. It's not nothing you can push through. It's all perspective. Like they choose like, oh, your Wi-Fi slow. They let that dictate their whole day. That's their worst day.
Or if someone, they got a bad cup of coffee or something.
Yeah, and they let that hinder their productivity or their consistency throughout the day. Like I said, that affects what decisions they make throughout the day.
So do you think, so it's consistency. What kind of advice would you give someone?
Well, I'll be a hypocrite if I give advice because I would say I'm, what is it called?
A very inconsistent or consistent person?
Yes, I'm not I'm getting there. I'm working on it for sure. First, I realized that was a problem. First, you got to realize what your problem is.
That's facts.
That was my main problem. So that is something I'm working on, but it's just a problem that I just started working on recently. So I could say I can relate with a lot of people. I can relate, I understand, but you know, I'm still just practicing what I'm preaching.
Gotcha. That's real, man. And one thing, bro, like, can you like think about a time, maybe if you were at work, that kind of triggered you and you just shifted your mindset? Something that someone told you that was like, okay, now I really need to wake the hell up.
I was late one time, bro, and one of my coworkers, OG, I guess, I'll give him credit. He always claimed he was an OG, but you know, I always call him out for it.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Damn, cuz, you late." I'm like, "It's like third time this week." And then he really told me, he was like, "You ain't shit." He just said, "You just ain't shit. You over here can't even fucking get up for your job. Like, for what? For what? Like, give me a reason." He's like, "Not good enough." Like anything, like before I even say a word, not good enough. Like as soon as I open my mouth, not good enough. Like shut that shit down immediately. So I don't know, bro. It was really, I wouldn't say I cried, but closest to I got to tearing up. Because it made me realize, like, where am I going? Like 5 years from now, where am I gonna be? Type shit.
Wow. So it's simple, not good enough. That was it.
Yeah, bro. It's real. But I didn't want to feel too bad about it. Again, I'm not a very emotional person. Like, I understood the situation, I assessed it. Because most people, when somebody tell them facts, most people would react to that as, "Oh, you calling me out." They would take that the wrong way. I took a step back, put all my human emotions aside. Right, I assessed the situation. I'm like, okay, what did he exactly say? Let me assess the situation. I was supposed to be here at 5. It's 5:30. Who's really wrong? I am.
Exactly.
How many times did I do this? It's my third time this week being 30 minutes late. Who's really in the wrong? I am. Is he wrong for calling me out? Nah, no reason for me to get mad. So the problem is I'm late. How do I fix it? Stop being late. Like, that's simple, bro. People overthink too much. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't really listen to, I mean, I can't listen to people's problems, but you can't tell them what to do because usually their problem has a simple solution, bro. Oh, your boyfriend's hurting you, stop. Or he's cheating on you, leave him. No, I just want somebody to hear and listen. Did that make sense? Like, that doesn't make sense to me, bro. So I can't, that's why I emotionally cut that off. Like, when people try to tell me, I don't listen to it. Like, I mean, I do, but I listen to people that I care about. Okay. But if it's somebody I really like, okay, your problem has a very simple solution. You're letting your human being emotions, your personal emotional attachment to that person get in your way.
Let me ask you this: how do you break down a conversation?
I actually got this from you. When I first started, recently, I don't know when it was, but when you started doing it, it kind of made sense. At first, I was like, what's wrong with this asshole? Like, you know, why is this guy like this? Like, you would say, I'd be like, hey, bro, you trying to hang out? You'd be like, yeah, bro, what are you trying to get accomplished? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to chill. I'm just trying to hang out. And then that's also one moment, I'm like, what the fuck? What are we getting from chilling and hanging out? We're being like humans, bro. Human, like, fucking lion cubs. They like to hang out with other lion cubs, bro. They do fucking nothing. That's just part of our, like, in our reality, you know, you can do that, of course. That's how, if you really think like that, like, if you think like me and if that's what you want to do with your life, you can do that.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's not what I'm actually trying to get something done.
Yeah.
So when I talk to people now, I really ask. I don't ask, but I try to assess. Okay, I control the conversation. I control where it's going. If I see it's already going somewhere pointless, I'm already starting to, like, I kind of gotta go. But if I'm...
Do you tell them straight up? Like, hey.
Yeah, most of the times you just gotta be straight. People respect you for that, believe it or not. A lot of people, they might be like shocked or shook, but people respect you for that. Like, if somebody make you uncomfortable and you tell them no immediately, not respect, like, people who fear you, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, they'll just know you'll be heard, bro. So yeah, people, like, they'll know you're straight up. So if they ask, you know, their opinion, they won't, like, ever doubt what you're saying type stuff.
It's a very well conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vote conversation.